The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, is an inspirational hour that'll take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn Royster is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Imagine having the ability to use your innate positive energy to dissolve the stuckness in your life, whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual, through this incredible dynamic show. Get ready to be transformed from Dr. Jenn's live guided healing meditations and intuitive readings, and unveil the power of connecting to spirit, the angels, and your higher self. Dr. Jenn is passionate about helping you find the answers you're looking for through an inward journey that'll strengthen your connection to spirit and help you trust your intuition. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jenn Royster.
Hello everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Dr. Jenn. If you're new to our show, we want to give you a big welcome. We are live streaming on my YouTube channel on Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. That would be 8 a.m. Pacific if you're on the West Coast. Wherever you are in the world, we always have the archives if that's not a good time for you. And we have the live chat open for interaction on the YouTube channel. This is also on my talk show page on my website. If you're looking for where everything is, you can go there as well. And we want to welcome anyone that listens. You listen on other audio networks or channels, or you're with us live. We have a great group of people that have been with the show for several years, and I just want to say a big thank you for all the people that just show up, or they give me the feedback, and you're walking this journey with me. We're all doing this together. We've been through so much shift and change in the last year or two. It just feels like it keeps going, but we are still here and things are moving forward. So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the energy forecast for July. We looked at astrology. I like to look at the astrology for what we can learn on a soul level and soul growth. Energy shifts all the time. So just because something looks like it's got a favorable influence in an area, I wanted to explain that. I'm doing that because this is a metaphysical show, for one. It's interesting when you see the synchronicities and you can just look back over the review and you go, wow, you know, that's making a lot of sense, you know. Not everybody follows it. Not everybody will feel the same things. And especially if you do a big shift of your own energy, if something looked like it was a concern for you that was following through, it can change it. That happens with the readings as well. That's the beauty of energy. If you really think about it, energy can shift. And you have the power to shift that within you. That's what we talk about a lot with energy healing and law of attraction. All of that is about energy and the flow of energy in the direction you want or don't want. So when we look at the astrology, we're looking for these clues that could be a heads up, like, oh, okay, or something that's favorable or positive where, oh, this is a good opportunity for me to move forward with a project or something like that. It also helps you look inward more. It gives you an awareness on the inside of where are you going? Have you accomplished what you want to accomplish by now? Are you on track with your goals? Different things that you may not have noticed before. So I do like it for that reason. Now, July is one of my favorite, honestly. The Leo will come in the mid part around the 21st. You know, that's when the signs shift. But the first couple of weeks, we're wrapping up some of the energy that's been so intense with June. June had a lot going on. Yes, it did. But this energy, I want you to start to bring your focus into fearlessness. The courage and the stamina and the strength that you can find inside you to be your true self, to speak clearly, to communicate clearly. So in this show, we'll work with Archangel Michael for the fearlessness and just grounding and clearing your energy so you can move forward. And Gabriel is a very strong influence here for Archangel Gabriel for the communication. You want to fearlessly communicate and be self-expression, which is your truest self. So that's why these two angels are going to be very good for the month of July. I want to ask you a question. It's in the write-up for the show. If you had no fear of anything, no concerns, no matter what they were, what would you do? What would you do if there was no fear in the way? Think about it. I mean, don't overanalyze it. Just what would you do if nothing was in the way? That's what you want to think about and jot that down. That's a thought for you to personally evaluate while we're going through this show. It's a very interesting topic. I love this topic, and it's exciting. It's motivating. Leo is the lion that represents the energy that will come in around the 21st or the 20th. That is the sign of courage. It's also a fire sign. Aries is a fire sign. It's a go-getter, let's do this. But the one difference here with the Leo is it's your front and center, it's your stage presence, it's how you present yourself to the world, and you have the confidence to do it. That's where it can be a very beneficial energy to go into the flow with when you're trying to get something off the ground, or you're trying to shift or do a big change in your life. So I do like that energy for that. Now, the intense energies that we were feeling after the eclipses in June, that's going to start fading. Probably got another week. It is starting to fade and wane away, so it should start to ease, and you should start feeling like, oh, okay, get a little more optimistic here, because boy, that was intense. I know, I can feel that. And then there'll be this energy that rolls in around the mid part of July that will be a relief. It will feel uplifting. It'll feel inspirational. So we have something to look forward to, but it will gradually do this. It just is a steady pace toward that. Patience is going to be rewarded. If you've been patient for a very long time, hang in there, hang in there. I know we've all felt like, patience, good grief, when do we see something? But we'll find that clarity we're looking for about how to overcome whatever was holding you back. What fear was holding you back? What was that intensity that just felt like such an obstacle where you just couldn't move forward? There's high frequencies coming in this month. And this energy will help you with intuitive development. Your skills can be heightened at this time. If you are working with your spirituality practice, if you are working on your intuition or your psychic abilities, you're trying to connect and tune in to the world, just to hear those different messages, this will be highlighted with higher frequency energies. And then here's the cool part: creativity and tech projects, both, will be fueled with motivation this month. So if you're into the tech field, if you're a creator, if you have any kind of creativity about whatever you might be doing, it will be fueled with motivation. It could be as simple as, I want to redecorate, or I want to re-landscape, or it could be you're a programmer, or you're trying to develop technology, or whatever it is. It's going to be fueled with motivation, so that's really cool. All that fearlessness, all this energy, you will feel like you've just got this lift of bold and not afraid to go for it. You want to keep your feet on the ground. You want to be grounded. You don't want to be irrational. But this is the energy that sometimes when we feel like we're perfectionists and we're so afraid to try something because we're afraid we'll make a mistake, this energy will be very, very helpful for you. This will be very helpful. So I'm going to go over, that's kind of the overview, but we're going to go over the energy because you might still be feeling some of the June. So quickly, let me say hello and welcome to everyone that's showing up in the chat. Hello, everyone. Let's see, we have Robin, Megan, Michelle, Beth, Delek, And Shadana, oh wow, you guys awesome. Hello, hello. So let's see. Oh, okay, here's something about the fear. So Delek is making a comment about something from a couple of weeks ago. Let me address that quickly. I'm going to take most of the questions at the second half of the show because I want to put the information out first. And we'll do some readings and we'll just look into all of this and answer some questions then. But this one's quickly. This was from a couple of weeks ago. I was asking you about the change that I was thinking that was making me nervous because I didn't know what was going to happen. Now I have less fear for this change. That's great to hear. And you're going to probably feel a whole lot better this month with this energy. So this is good for that. So let me get started. So first of all, the strong energy that started at the end of May with that eclipse season, okay, that's all moving through. That was for transformation and growth. That was to challenge us and really make us step back and look and go, whoa, okay, do I want this? Do I not want this? It really brought listen to that. It really brought about an intensity of emotions and feelings. And we were feeling uncertain. We weren't sure. I mean, all of those things were going on, which can cause that fear of something brand new. We were worried about things. We were getting a little intense, you know. Maybe we weren't sleeping very well, things like that. Well, now we're welcoming in, and that's starting to fade out. And that went through June, as you know, all of that through June, because it started at the end of May. So the month of June was a big transitional point, a pivotal point in this whole year. So now that we've moved into July, you might still feel a little bit of it lingering, but it should start to ease, like I said. We're still coming down the other side of that mountain. You know, you go up and it intensifies, and now we're coming down the other side. So that is starting to ease, okay? Just a little bit each day, it should be better. Now, while it's lingering, and you might feel it now within this week or this, you know, with these first few days of this first week of July, it does offer, there is a sweet, you know, ease in the month of July that you just let it go. You're just going to feel like, you know what, I'm good with that. See you later. I've been through that. I'm tired. It's time for me to move forward. And it won't be intense like June felt, which is good. There's a great energy coming in. We have what's called the Sirius gateway, and I'll explain a little bit about that. And we also have an alignment of what's called the cosmic lovers. That's Venus and Mars. So that's also in the mix. But once we get to the midpoint of the month, that's when things start to ease up. Yay, right? We'll find that clarity. We'll find that we feel stronger. We'll feel more supported. We won't be doubting and second guessing things as much as we were before. And we'll have that confidence to move forward in our journey. So these are amazing energies that July is offering us. So you don't want to waste them. Make sure you jot your thoughts down or journal them or work it out. Like I have that calendar if you need some organization. The free calendar is over on the website for the abundance lifestyle, but it gives you those thoughts and it's something you can download and work with, or just use a book. It doesn't matter to me, but that's just something I put out there to help put the points out that you can remember, like this is what I want to accomplish. This is what I accomplished last month. This is what I want to accomplish moving forward. So let's start breaking this down into the different segments of July, and we'll work with the two angels when we do some readings after we get through this, and we'll explain some of the things that these angels are good for and what I was picking up to share about the different parts of it. And if they pop in unexpectedly during the show and tell me to throw something else in there, you know that's what I'm going to do, because I really like to stay in the moment. I have notes and talking points, but I don't script this because I'm working with spirit and I'm working within the moment and what we need to deliver. So what I do every show is I ask for that clarity and communication. So Gabriel, thank you for helping me with that part. And Michael is helping us with the fearlessness, the grounded, get organized, get ready to move. and don't be afraid to do it. So I love that. Now, let's see, what do we have? So the July 1 through 4, the first 4 days, that's the Mars, Uranus, and Saturn are kind of in a T-square. So that one's kind of weird. That's why we might be feeling a little bit more of last month with the intensity. So just keep that in mind. It's almost over. So June, because it was challenging, and now we have a lot of planets in retrograde, those first few days might feel a little intense with Saturn and Uranus there. There's challenging alignments for frustration, maybe impatient tension. Watch your blood pressure on that, okay? Just saying. Just keep an eye on that. Make sure if you are feeling things like that, that you do something to move that energy out. This is coming from Michael right now. Wow, okay, I should have just said, let's just do what you want to do. Because that's what happens. But it's definitely, if you feel that kind of intensity or stress, like you're holding tension, you want to find a way to get it to move through and let the energy go. Just keep an eye on it. It could trigger feelings of unexpected anger. Just keep your check on that. Remember your 10-second rule. And like I said, we've been going through this for the whole month of June, so it's just about over. You might feel this for the first few days. However, so now that you are feeling this, it will help you connect with this inside fearless part of you that wants to be strong and stand up for what is right for you. It's okay to do that. We just don't want to, we want to respond, not react. Think about it that way. Because Mars is active in here, it can be an intense, impatient, aggressive, and sometimes the delivery isn't perfect. So just keep that in mind. If it does trigger you, don't hold an anger or self-punishment to yourself. Just let it go and move forward with that energy. Just observe what comes up, because this is you trying to find your way to your self-confidence so you can go for it. Now, remember, this is the question that you ask yourself in this moment, in these first few days. If I felt no fear, what would I do? Write it down if you can, or refer back to it. It's in the show description. If I had no fear, what would I do? See how the answers come to you? Write that down now in the first few days of the month, and then as you're going through the month, you'll have it to refer to, and you might start to see some clarity and some greater awareness of which way you want to go with this. So now let's talk about that Sirius gateway that comes in July 3 through 7. That is coming in right behind that square alignment that we were just talking about with Saturn, Uranus, and Mars. And this is a beautiful part of astrology. Sirius is a fixed star. That's what it is. And every time, this time of year, each time it aligns with the sun. So it always does this in July. It opens a gateway for higher frequencies. In astrology, this is what it means. And they beam down, they come down to earth, they just bring us that energy for spirituality, for working on our connection to spirit, for that side of our lives. Because we are mind, body, soul, spirit, we're all these things. We're not just this physical experience here. This really nurtures that side of it. Sirius is believed in astrology to be a portal to higher realms. So it's also like technical advancements and psychic abilities. And in modern astrology, it represents freedom. So I really like this one, and I'm sharing this information. All this energy makes it a great time to work with your intuition and develop your spiritual skills or your spiritual practice, whatever it is you're trying to work or achieve there. It deepens it. It helps you work on those technical projects. It helps you with creativity and expressing yourself, and you feel free to do it because you feel fearless. You're not worried about it. You're just like, why was I so worried about expressing myself before? It's that type of energy. So that is July 3 through 7. So that's a great welcome. It overlaps a little bit. So keep that in mind. Make some notes about what it is you want to accomplish with this, so your motivation when it comes in, you have a plan. This is where Michael will be very strong and very helpful to you. He will keep you grounded. If you ask, he'll help you. He'll remind you. He doesn't do it all for you. Remember that. But he's good at gently nudging you, kind of like a trainer or a coach. You know, like, hey, remember, you need to ground. Don't forget to do this, and don't forget. You know, he'll do that. I like that about him. He also gives you that confidence and strength. And if the fears are cropping up in any way, just ask him to help you cut the ties with them. That you just don't have time for all that. Let's move on without that in the way. So I like that. So when we get to July 9th, now we're going to move into the next part of the month. July 9th is the Cancer new moon. As we go through the next few weeks of shows, we always go through different parts of the month, but this is the overview today. The Cancer new moon, that is very similar to that T-square we were talking about earlier, but you'll notice different themes. You might find something that you recognize. This is familiar. This is something from a week or two ago that you might need to pay attention to. You might feel restless and irritable. Remember, Cancer is a sensitive water sign, so you might feel the emotions a little bit more. This isn't a bad thing, though. It's just making you aware and reminding you, because Cancer energy comes in to help us nourish ourselves. It's a nurturing energy. It's all about, it's going to be, self-care will be highlighted. Like, what am I doing or what am I not doing that I need to do for myself right now? This helps you and reminds you that you are a mind, body, soul, no matter what. And you have a path ahead of you that deserves love. You deserve to honor yourself in the path that you choose for yourself. All of these different things. It's good for you to be reminded of this. So it's not to cause distress. It's more to really get you in touch with these sides of you that are important to remember. So keep your attention with that, to find that balance, and align yourself with what feels soothing and comforting at that time. We'll go over that when we get closer to the new moon. So on July 12th, now we're starting to get to the mid part of the month where it's really going to start rocking and rolling here. July 12th, Mercury will trine, is what it's called, with Jupiter. Jupiter's, remember, that planet of expansion. And that will feel like, I've been patient for so long. I've been extra patient all these past weeks. But now you'll feel like, oh, okay, now I get the prize. Now I get the reward for being so patient over the last 4 or 5 weeks. Yes, that's July 12th. If you've been working on contracts, if you've been working anything with paper, documents, anything like that, all those miscommunications that were happening before, this is where Gabriel is coming in very strong for the communications. He sounds this horn, you know, that's what I see. I see him when he's making announcements, you know, he's sounding that horn, and it's to say, hey, we've got some good news here, okay? There's going to be ease with that coming in. The communications will be easier, negotiating contracts, working out whatever it is you're trying to work on with your projects, things like that. That'll be good. If you're doing anything with paperwork, any kind of documentation or work related, anything like that, just know this is going to ease up and feel much better. So now we're moving into July 13th. This is where Venus will, it's called conjunct Mars. Now, this is the magical, you know, the alignment of the two cosmic lovers. That's on that day with Venus and Mars. This is rare, actually. It's a rare alignment that when we see Venus and Mars come together in unity, because they're considered to be cosmic lovers. Their energy, it brings the yin and the yang, the masculine, the feminine energy to be balanced, to get along, you know. When they meet, it can accelerate soulmates, it can accelerate, you know, relationships. and you'll just feel it. You might, twin flame stuff. But it's getting along, not the opposite, butting heads. And so if you feel like love is in the air for you, or you see things like that moving for you, it could be interesting for you right around that time. So that's a really cool one. I like that one too. July 22, now the sun is in Leo. Now we really start to move out of that emotional, watery Cancer sign and into the fiery, go get it, do it now, creative energy that Leo season brings us. That will be on July 22. And this is going to feel so welcoming. That shift of that emotional sensitive to let's do this without worrying about it anymore. You're going to be ready. You're just ready. You're done. Tired of all that, you're going to be ready to go. So I like that because there's so many people that have been feeling held back in a lot of ways. We need fearless self-expression to do that. The self-expression. Remember, Gabriel can help you with clarifying that, communicating clearly. Because a lot of times when I ask Gabriel to work with me on communication, he has me stop and think before speaking. It slows me down so I'm not reacting too fast. That's how I feel that energy a lot with Gabriel. But this is like a celebrating time to go, yes, we are here, let's go. Now, after we've been going through all those deep thoughts and feelings, and then we had to recharge our batteries and nurture ourselves with the new moon, now we're ready to go out there, be creative, innovative, and explore new opportunities and possibilities. So we have a lot to look forward to toward July 22. July 23, now we're going to talk about the Aquarius full moon. Aquarius, yes. We have two, it's interesting, there's two Aquarius full moons back to back this year. I thought that was interesting when I saw that. This is the first one. So these two moons working in harmony with one another. Whatever unfolds will continue into next month. Think about it. So this one will be two back-to-back Aquarius full moons coming up. This is the first one, so it'll just keep going. And this one, this delivers the energy of transformation and creativity, working in a community, working with each other, harmony, coming out of those comfort zones and embracing a new way of doing everything. Aquarius energy is like that. So we have a lot of shift and change, and let's just dive into this brand new way of living. And there's more that'll unfold, but not, what I find with this energy in July is that we want to embrace it. We want to enjoy moving forward and growing into these new energies, not dreading them, not being afraid of something new and changing. We may not completely understand it, and it might feel a little bit like, ooh, I don't know. That's where you want to ask Michael to help you with that. And just say, I'm not sure. It feels a little weird. So do some homework. Be proactive. Look into it. Perfectionism, if you're trying to do something new, is really what will trip you up the most, because sometimes we just don't try because we're afraid we'll mess it up. Especially if there's fears because maybe years ago or months ago or last week you tried something and it didn't work. And so now you're like, oh, now I don't know. I really feel bummed out. Let this energy guide you. Let these two angels this month help you and keep you uplifted. You can pick yourself right back up and do this. Absolutely. July 28th, and this is the last one. Then we'll go over to the chat and see what we have going on. So start throwing your questions out there. July 28th, that is retrograde Jupiter returns to Aquarius. I know. Jupiter, remember, the planet of expansion, seeing the bigger picture, looking further out for new opportunities. going retrograde in Pisces since June 20th. It's been in retrograde. But now it's going to backtrack and go into Aquarius. And it'll stay in Aquarius until December. So for the rest of the year, after the July 28th, sorry, it will stay in Aquarius. That's different. That's an energy shift. That's different from Pisces. So you may start to feel more inspired about your community. You may feel that you want to be selective and you want to choose wisely the people you surround yourself with. Things like that. Like you may be reviewing, what am I filling my life with? And is this where I want to continue to go moving forward? Things like that. So you see this energy, and I'll stop there because we want to talk and have some fun now. This energy is actually, for me, something to look forward to. It's motivating in so many different ways, and you don't want to be afraid of it. You don't want to be afraid. Like you might feel that a little bit right now. Like, I'm nervous about feeling fearless. Oh, come on. I know you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I want to be fearless. Well, now you're afraid to feel fearless. And it's like, no. Let this show you a new way to approach life. Don't be afraid of making a mistake. It's something to try. We're all learning so many new things right now. But when you go for it, now the universe can show you more possibilities, more opportunities. But if you don't do anything, it's like, well, there's nothing to show you because you haven't evolved into something else. So think about that. All right, let's see what we have here. I'm going to take a scroll here. So we did answer, we did that one. Okay, hi, Beth. So grateful for these insights. Oh, you're welcome. I've been very stressed lately and appreciate it. Love you, Mark and Michael. Yes. Man, you know, I just smile when I read that because that is always going to be and always will be an energy in your life that is always going to be. And I think that's really beautiful. And it's comforting to know. It feels that way for you. Yeah, the stress and maybe we're being more impatient or maybe we're finding ourselves getting more angered lately. Don't worry, it's about to pass. Just hang in there. Hang in there, guys. Remember, the patience will be rewarded. So Dilek is saying, nothing was going on in my life for so long, but it's time for pushing that start button. I still have a little bit of fear, but I can deal with it better. That's fantastic. See, that's progress. You're not where you were. That's a whole lot better. And this month should really help you to move forward a lot more. Take advantage of that energy and just be in gratitude that the universe gives us what we need when we're going through these things. And sometimes, you know, just a reminder to everyone, when we're feeling something heavy, and a lot of times a retrograde season will have you reflect back, or, you know, last week we were talking about the regrets. We don't have time for regrets in July. You don't have time for that. You want to let that go. There's no time for being in that state of mind for something you did in the past. Remember that. If you need to listen to that show, that was last week. But we're past that. We want to move forward. We want to embrace this opportunity. So good for you. I don't know, this is still Dalek. I don't know what kind of roller coaster I will be riding this month. I would like to know what you are feeling for me. If you can guide me, will be appreciated. I would like to know. I understand. Okay. I feel that you will finally take some brave steps that have been very difficult for you to do. And they'll be, what they feel like is small steps, but then once you take a couple of small steps, they'll get bigger and you'll just start to really feel more confidence and feel good about yourself. And it will come on gradually. You're not one to just dive off the deep end is what it feels like. And that's not a good approach for you because it's just not That's just not you. What I do feel is that you will gently, gradually move in that direction. That's the important point that Michael is bringing up to me right now, is keep going in that direction. It doesn't matter how fast. It doesn't matter how big. Somebody else might take a great big leap and it's fine, but that doesn't seem like that's the way for you. You're going to work it gently. And if you find, oh no, that wasn't great, you haven't taken such a big step that you can't come back and go, okay, maybe not that way, maybe this way, and let it go. You're going to be practicing a lot of letting go, of overanalyzing a decision. That's literally what I'm feeling, very strong. Okay, let me keep going. Robin, that job fell through. Oh no! Okay, let's look at this. Okay, there was something to learn immediately. So the job fell through that I was to be transferred to last month. So I'm curious, as a message, this is a new beginning. It is. There was something to learn in that. It's not to give up on having a different job. Obviously, the universe has something better lined up for you. Your patience is like, oh, more waiting. Hey, remember, this month, a little bit of that patience will be rewarded soon. So keep that in mind and embrace that energy and know that it is already resolved, is what I'm feeling from Gabriel for you. The communications. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Sorry, that's me listening. Thank you for that. What I'm hearing the angels say for you is that job would have been, oh yay, I got the job, but then it would have been very short-lived before you weren't very happy in it, is what I'm picking up. And so this is actually a gift that you may not have realized until later. That's what I'm picking up. So just let it go. Don't even overanalyze that. Just know that this was actually better for you. But there's jobs that are going to work out better for you. So you're still a transitional point, and the patience is still asking you to hang on, but it's coming. I still feel it coming. It's just there was something better, something different, and you're going to know why pretty soon. It won't take too long before you'll realize, wow, I'm kind of glad I didn't get that. That's what I keep picking up. So I hope that helps, Robin. Megan, hi Megan. I would love to receive any guidance the angels have for me. I've just had a huge relationship and lifestyle change. I'm also leaning into my business with a whole new fresh energy. It feels weird, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel weird to do that big of a change? And then we're at a place in our life where, wow, we feel maybe a little older. We feel just this change of, we have to slow down, or we have to approach life differently because of where we are in life. But then, and there's this part of us that has kind of a sadness that we had to let go of one part of it. And then at the same time, we're so happy and we're so relieved. I'm feeling all of these things around your energy field. And tell me if I'm not right, that's okay. But then I also feel that you're going to be practicing how to embrace a completely different approach to life. It's going to feel calmer, less adrenaline rushing or something. It's going to feel so much more peaceful. You have a lot of energy that you have still that's overlapping, and that energy will help you where the direction you're going. But I think you're going to actually roll into this very well. I'm feeling Michael's right with you all the time. Gabriel's going to help you communicate for your projects and your deals, your negotiating, whatever it is you're lining up. I feel like you're lining up stuff. Gabriel. And toward the end of the month, you should see some movement and some action, but you're going to have more energy for that because of the peacefulness from not being in the old approach to life. Does that make sense? I hope so. That's very general, but I don't need to know the details. I'm just giving you the energy feel that I'm feeling for you. So there you go with that one. Let's keep going here. Shadana, I'm excited and grateful for what's to come this month. I just received a promotion. Oh, awesome. Congrats. And And raise at work, that's awesome. I met someone new. Oh. And pushing myself to just enjoy dating. I feel good things coming. That's awesome. And I feel that you will be much wiser in these relationships coming up. You're going to feel your wisdom is going to, if you see something you recognize as you're dating, you're going to go, no, this is where I need to speak up, not be people pleasy or be polite, even if I, don't. It's not a negative I'm saying you're going to feel good, and it's actually going to set the relationship up better with a better foundation, because you're going to be real. You're going to be real. So congratulations. Yeah, no, you're good. You do need to speak up. That's what I'm picking up for you. You're asking, do the angels agree? Yes, but you are going to want to speak up when you recognize those things that maybe you didn't do before in the past. There's going to be things you'll recognize. Without going into a detail, there's going to be situations, or maybe something said, or something like maybe you just don't like something and you'd rather not do that activity. You need to speak up and say that. Don't pretend like you like something you don't like. But you can deliver that in a very peaceful, calm way without it being an issue. There's something about that with you. I hope that makes sense. But you have a lot to look forward to, because you're going to live your life more free, more true, and draw in those relationships. And congrats on the raise. So proud of you, girl. And you're getting the congratulations. That's fantastic. So the other people are doing that. So let me go past that. You're welcome, Delek. When you were telling me, I got chills in here. That means that your soul was resonating and you were receiving the message, and you felt that that's the energy. That's pretty cool. I get a lot of that too. Robin, you're welcome, Robin. That helps. I will keep my patience hat on for a while longer. I know. I understand. And things that just look like they're just going in a direction that's perfect, sometimes it just goes, oh, wasn't expecting that. We have to go with that flow, because the universe sees the bigger picture always, way more than we do. So when we assume, oh, it's got to go this way or it's a flop, no. Actually, it never is. It's just we didn't realize. So sometimes we just have a little extra stepping stone. Shadana knows this. We went through this maybe a few years ago with Shadana. I remember that for some reason. She's been through the stepping stone. She can tell you. And, all right, let's see. Where are we now? 100% right. Megan's saying, okay. Okay. So you know where you're going with that. Good. Yeah, you're welcome. Completely resonates. Awesome. Fantastic. This is exciting times. It really is. I'm actually looking forward to it. So many out of the comfort zone, new things to figure out and explore. And then at the same time, you have this plan and it doesn't seem to go, and you're going, oh, well, now what? That's where we've had to have some patience. And I think a lot of us have felt that. And remember, this is showing me, and I'm grabbing onto that, because what? In law of attraction, what we believe is what we are, is what we put out into the world. So I believe there's opportunity here for patience to be rewarded. I believe that if we embrace the energy, then the energy can work with us to help provide what we are trying to do and what we're trying to accomplish. It's always going to have your soul growth as a priority, and sometimes our soul growth needs a little nudge or a sideline to help us, and that's the part that we go, oh, well, I didn't expect that, but it's always for the growth. That, it's never to hurt us. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Shadana, yep. Shadana is in a high vibration. I can feel that. Absolutely. So I'm going to ask, and if you want to share, please do. If you don't, that's fine. So we're going to go back to that question that I asked you at the beginning. So we've gone through a bunch of stuff with this show. So the affirmation, first let me give you the affirmation. It's written in the description of the show. I am focused. I am talented. I am brave. I choose to believe in myself at every turn. Everybody write that down and keep it with you for the month of July. Yep. I choose to believe in myself at every turn. I am focused. I am talented. I am brave. That one's going to do you well, this whole affirmation here. Now remember, what was the question we asked? If you had no fear, nothing in the way, no obstacles, money wasn't an issue, all these different things that get in the way all the time, what would you do? We have a couple of minutes if anybody wants to share, throw some ideas out, because I want to give you an opportunity to put it out into the universe and be clear. You don't have to. So it takes a few minutes. I think there's like a 10-15 second delay with the stream, so that's why we wait a second, because I know it's going to come in. What would you do? I mean, there's nothing in the way. This is where we want to talk with the angels for a little bit more here. Michael comes in strong with that. What's there to be afraid of if you let go of all of that and you grasp onto this energy coming in with fearless self-expression? If you had the fire of fearless self-expression underneath you, nothing in the way, what would you do? What would you do? Okay, now they're coming in. Come on, guys. I'm challenging you to commit to what you really would want to do if there was no fear. This is the fun part of this. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Robin, I would sell everything and move to Colorado. Maybe that's why the job's not coming through, because in your heart, you want to be in a different place for a job. Okay, just thinking out loud. See, when you put it out there and then you're reading it back, you can kind of see it different. Stay with those thoughts. Megan, I am becoming a uniquely powerful professional speaker. Ah, love it. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Dalek, I would make people hear my story and my voice. Nice. Nice. So, what if, okay, my mind is going into all these creative ideas. I'm just still looking to see if anything else is coming. I like that you guys are putting this out. I like this. So, let's tweak some. Megan did that. Megan said, I am becoming. So she claimed it. That what you say behind I am. So Dalek, let's tweak yours. I am heard. My story is heard. I am heard and people hear my voice. That would be more like, yep, already done. That's what I would do with that one and work with that as an affirmation. Just a suggestion. Robin, I am selling. That's if you're ready to do that. I am selling and moving to Colorado. I am already looking for a house there. Whatever you do, and I'm not trying to say do that, but see, this is where we're pulling out our truth. If there was no fear or anything in the way, what is it we really want to do? It helps us hear our soul's passion. It helps us hear what we really want to do. Where's the energy? Why aren't we letting that out? Okay, let's see what else we have. Beth, I want to take a break and enjoy my life, relax and let go. I hear that. I hear that. You have a high energy like job, I would imagine. I mean, it seems like it's just a lot of high energy, a lot of everybody else's needs, I would think. I met someone and I think it's time to stop stressing and let someone else take care of me. Wow, so you have some love in your life going on. Megan, Archangel Gabriel helped me tweak my answer to you in making it the I am statement. Oh, I love it. We're already teaming up. See how cool that is? Way to go, Megan. I'm glad you shared that. That's awesome. See, there's so many things here. So Beth wants to take a break. Look at this. Did you guys even realize? I mean, you know it's in there. You know it's in there. But then at the same time, do you let it out? So I I'm not saying this is going to cause all this upheaval, but I mean, we have to acknowledge what our soul's trying to tell us sometimes. What else do we have? I am making people hear my story. There you go. Dialect, there you go. And my voice. I fixed it. Oh, you're welcome. So whenever you're trying, that's how you would work with law of attraction. I am going to create a vision board with this question. Perfect. Perfect. There you go. I want you guys to put that down. And don't forget, put that down. I am a world traveler and real estate model. Oh, cool. See, this is awesome. Now we're getting, see, I love it. Now Jupiter is expanding on it. Can you feel that? Can you feel how free that feels? It feels so free to just, blah. You see what I mean? I like this. I like this a lot. This is so much fun to watch. Listen to the dreams and the things that you guys want to do. I love it. Absolutely awesome. Let's see. I'm waiting to see if there's any more. I love it. You guys are getting creative. But anything you want in your life, put it behind I am. Because I am, in manifesting, is what you're claiming to the universe. So instead of saying I am frustrated, we don't want to be frustrated anymore. I am excited, and I am finding that new job. I am embracing a new life. I am turning a new point in my life and turning a corner, whatever it might be. Tweak it that way. That's going to help a lot. I love what you guys are putting out. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to take the last few minutes of the show before we go, and I want everybody to, if you can, if not, save it for later. Let's close our eyes and do some energy work. We haven't done that in a while. Let's do some energy work. If you close your eyes, focus on your breath, slow it down. Feel yourself grounded, feel yourself present in your life, in your body, in your dreams. The things that you were just putting out there that were making you smile. I could feel everybody smile, and I could feel everybody's energy lifting because they were expressing what they really want. I want you to meditate and smile on those dreams that you want for yourself. Just enjoy basking in the energy of that dream that you want in your life, that you want to have, that you have claimed to the universe. Take a deep breath in, embrace it. That deep breath coming in is accepting it. Like, yes, I believe in myself. I am talented. I am courageous. I am brave enough to make the changes I need to make to bring my dreams to fruition. I am worthy. I am excited about what's coming ahead. And just feel the joy just going through your veins, your body, your soul, your spirit, your mind. I mean, the freedom to just bask in those thoughts of what you want is incredibly beneficial when you need to lift your frequency. Now, does everybody feel different than when we started the show? I want to ask that really quick here. We're going to go in a few minutes. I'm going to give that a minute to go through. Do you feel lifted? Do you feel happy or excited? Do you feel that your frequency shifted? Think about how you felt before you showed up for the show. And how do you feel now? So in the next week, when we're still processing some of that lingering energy that could be frustrating, I want you guys to have this little tool of go back and bask in that joy of what you just claimed to the universe that you really do want in your life, if nothing was in the way. All right, okay. You do. I know that it's like, how could that happen that fast? Because you took your thoughts into your dreams and your desires, and you allowed them to live. You allowed them to come out into the world. Putting that out there like that, you put it out there. You let that energy come out. It's not hidden. And some of the projects look really big, you know, like moving to Colorado. That's a big one. They may take a bit, but you've started that wheel if that's what you really want. And if it isn't, you can change it. So we have more coming in. Yes, I'm amped, excited. You are already excited. So, but you're even more. Okay, let's see. Megan, yes, feeling lifted, empowered, ready. Thank you, Dr. Jenn and Angels. You are so welcome. Robin, yes, I feel lifted. I got the shivers during the meditation. And you know, that was just a little quick one. I mean, what, we were in there a minute? Really quick, just kind of a conversation to allow our thoughts to live. And let's see, so grateful and appreciative. You are welcome. Dalek, I was wondering the month and the energy, how it was going to affect me. Yep. Now you've got a tool. I recommend giving yourself the joy to be with those thoughts that you just claimed a few minutes every day. Doesn't take that much. It's not going to take your whole day. Do your affirmations, and then if anything frustrating comes up, give yourself a minute. Let's see, what else do we have? Beth, so much better. Megan, feeling amazing to put it out there. That's awesome, but now I'm empowered. Awesome. You are so welcome. Beth is grateful. You are welcome. I want to leave everybody on a lifted high frequency here. I can feel you guys are, because it's bringing it back to me. Shadana might be leading the trail because she was already that way, and that's awesome. So everybody just kind of feel that. We're sharing the love. I'm getting the shivers. We're sharing the love. We're embracing. We're feeling the freedom to allow our passions out. The universe needs to hear what they are. So thank you for doing that with me today. I love it. I feel good watching that today. That was making me so happy to see you guys doing that. I'm so very proud of each and every one of you. And I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday. And in the first few days of July, don't worry about it. It's fading. It's been way stronger, so it's almost over. But enjoy your holiday. Keep it safe if you are celebrating July 4. I want everyone to know I love you very, very much. Oh, Shadana, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. It helps us support the show. The super chats over in YouTube, that's helping us to produce this. You know, and that's what we do with the funds. It goes right back into the show and the expenses that we incur to give this to you. So that's what we do with those funds. So I want to say thank you so much. I don't know what else to say except that I feel like I can't stop smiling because I can feel you guys allowed your dreams to just live and be heard. And I hope that you felt that they were. I love that. I'm going to let you guys go. It was a joy to be here with you today. And we will see you next time on the Jenn Royster Show. Namaste.
You've been listening to the Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life. Dr. Jenn Royster is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Imagine having the ability to use your innate positive energy to dissolve the stuckness in your life, whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual, through this incredible dynamic show. If you've missed any part of this show or any other show,